You must be missing me so bad. When you left, you said that I don't deserve you, but I can see that you don't wanna lose what we had. Oh, you're the one that I need. Let's just take it slow and just breathe. Loving someone is not easy, you know, but it makes us feel alive, so we go with the flow. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me, just tell me louder. If you're loving me, just love me harder, have no mercy on me, tell me louder. If you're loving me, can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need? Can I tell you what I want? Can I tell you what I need?
It is I, the Bard.
And I'm good now. Yay! Hi guys! Sorry.
Hey everyone!
Mics were set up wrong. This happens.
It happens all the time. I know many mics, and all these mics are always set up wrong.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. How is everyone doing? Sound off in the chat. I want to hear good news about everybody's Sunday. Chronopasta says, hey. Cat says, greetings, Bard in 42.
Hello, guys. Hello, PA Nightmares. Hello,
Yeah.
Dark Horse Tales. And hello, T-Stash. Oh, she forgot where the T. He's just a stash.
What's it called? PA says that we're both very quiet.
Okay. Hold on. I will up my mic, and I will up your mic.
I don't mean to be very quiet, but as PA and I were talking about yesterday, we both messed up our throats just pursuing our voice endeavors.
It's okay. I actually had down quite a bit, so I just upped you. I made mine 0. I'm not sure why I'm quiet. Normally I don't need to check things. Change things.
It's a sleepy Sunday is why we're both quiet.
I also recorded 3 stories into my... I think it's going to be 4 stories by the time I'm done. And then I have another one to do.
Oh, that reminds me. Good news for everyone listening and keeping up with my endeavors here. As of Friday, all chapters in the Audible book I'm working on have been recorded.
Nice.
The only thing left to do is to edit all 26 chapters. I'm finishing. I'm coming along. There's a lot of screaming going on in the chat. Everyone says, Bard! 42! Ah!
I wish I could recall a good dream to distract me from my mind. Well, that's okay. We're going to talk about a really cute creature.
That's true. That's very true. We're talking about everyone's favorite happy Japanese snack boy.
Snake boy!
This is the Tsuchinoko.
You know, I really should have their names on the screen, too. I'm going to quickly add that. Hold on.
Yeah. So we're going to give you some snacks to dream about, T. And this is a cute snack. I mean, and here's the weird thing. Out of all the cryptids that we've discussed, a lot of them, have reported sightings. This one might actually be a real thing. Oh, excuse me. I have a new desk, and I haven't yet figured out how far is too far. So every time I turn my chair, it's like slam. I'm like, dang it. So, yeah, real monsters, says BA Nightmares. It might be a real monster, yes. This is a Japanese cryptid that was first reported in the year 712.
Wow.
Yeah, in the oldest surviving Japanese written text called the Kojiki, and in it was recorded as a real creature that exists, that has been seen, but yeah. PA says that we should appreciate the show reference, and I'm guessing he means All Real Monsters, which wasn't my favorite Nicktoon.
Wasn't really that good.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm like, I don't know. I prefer, like, my cartoons to have a certain aesthetic, and that one did not meet it for me. I was like, not a huge fan of the gross out humor. Chronopasta says, that's a Pokemon. Indeed, the Tsuchinoko has been adapted into Pokemon as the Pokemon Dunsparce, and a lot of the description of the creature are on Dunsparce. Like, so for example, the Tsuchinoko is described as a fat snake.
Snake.
It basically, like, the most hilarious description that I found of him is he looks like a snake that swallowed a monster can. So,
yeah,
if you could,
I saw some pictures of him.
Yeah, he's just a thick snake, like. And here's the weird thing, is what's it called? Its head is like normal size, like normal snake size, but then its body is thick, so it's just like got an extra thick body. And the descriptions also say that the thickness stops at the tail because it's got a little rat tail. So, yeah. It's an interesting looking snake. It's been adapted into Pokemon as the Pokemon Dunsparce. Although it's weird to me that a lot of the things that have been noted for this cryptid weren't transferred over to Dunsparce, because Dunsparce is a normal type and Tsuchinoko is said to be extremely venomous. So it was weird to me that they didn't make it a poison type. Or at the very least a ground type, because it's supposed to like kind of tunnel and dig and all that. Let's see. It is supposed to be rust colored, which is why I drew him as being orange, because I couldn't decide, is rust orange or is it more red?
It's kind of like a browny red. Orange.
Yeah, right.
There's a bunch of different colors, right? So it's cute. It's adorable. I love it.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a little orangey thing. Let's see. Other than that, a couple of things that I found a little weird about it is that everybody says we know it's not a snake because of its eyes. They say that it has a mesmerizing stare, so that if you stare at it, you physically feel like something is off. Which I reference here by giving him the sparkle eyes.
It's just adorable. I can't stop. It's just like, it's adorable. I just want to pick it up and go, it's okay, I'll protect you.
It said that some reports say that it has what do you call it, horns? So it kind of looks like a little bit of a horn snake. Let's see. Other than that, eyes are allegedly mesmerizing. About 2 to 3 feet long, so that would be in the neighborhood of about a meter. And let's see, rust-colored. It is scaled, and surprisingly, a lot of reports say that it absolutely loves to get drunk.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I don't know how they found that out, but there you go. It's just gotta like at one point, I don't know, like somebody found it inside of an alcohol bottle or something, and they were like, "Wow, this snake is drunk as crap," and then, or like maybe they saw it swallow a whole can of beer altogether, and that's how it got so fat.
That explains it.
That explains it. Like its diet subsists entirely of beer cans.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, it is highly venomous. It is said that old Snake Boy contains a venom potent enough to kill 20 men.
But look at him, he'd never bite you.
Yeah, I know. And the reason that he'd never bite you is because he can also projectile spit that venom. And it is said that the what do you call it? The venom is actually highly corrosive, so that if it gets on you, it will burn you.
Okay, I'm liking this snake less and less each time you talk about it.
It is apparently super shy. It doesn't like to be seen, doesn't like to be spotted. So what it does is it kind of just avoids humans altogether. It avoids being out in the open. Supposedly it lives in like little burrows or inside little caves and stuff. Let's see here. Has been known. Oh, here's a weird one. So you know how most snakes move, right? Where it's just kind of like a wave-like motion. They wave their body side to side and just kind of like propel themselves forward in that way.
Yes.
Apparently, Fat Snake is not capable of doing that.
How does he move then?
Well, there's 2 accounts here that I've found, and they're both equally adorable. So, it will either undulate its body. So if you can picture a person like flopping on the ground doing the worm, so, it undulates its body to just kind of push itself forward, like
That seems
like
very...
it's doing the.
This is counterintuitive, but okay.
I know, right? And the second one, I'm gonna have to like do a Google search on this one because I don't know if this is a real creature or if it's something that that's also a cryptid. Hold on just a second, just so that I.
Hello, Chronopasta, and hello, Infinite. Just Infinite. I can never say the last part properly. I know it's psychosis.
It's psychosis, yeah.
But I can't do them together. I can say Infinite.
Yes.
I can say psychosis. But infinite psychosis. No, I got it this time. But half the time when I say, I'm like,
So infinite psychosis, Chronopasta. Hello, guys. We're happy to have you.
Look, I might be an narrator, but I can't speak English.
It's not necessary, apparently.
Really not, because I seem to be
No.
doing it perfectly fine.
Speaking English is overrated.
Completely.
Yeah. It's time for all of us to learn a secondary language. Might I suggest Elvish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Klingon. I'm good with either. As long as it's not like a real language, so that way all of us have to put in the effort.
The real
Because, yeah, because it's like, if I say we should all learn English and Spanish, then people will be like, well, why not German? And I'm like, why not German? And then I'll be like, okay, so everyone learned to speak English and German. And then the French people are like, but why not the French? And I'm like, okay. So the only way that I figure that we can all agree is if we all learn an altogether different language. So it's kind of like, yeah, let's, we're just going to like not learn a language that already exists. We're going to learn a made up one. So, we're going to learn Klingon or Elvish or, I don't know, something else.
Orcish. Dwarven.
Yeah, Dwarvish. Just something altogether. Infinite scoliosis. That sounds terrifying.
I actually have to find someone who is able to make languages and make me one. Legit.
I mean, I can make a fake language. It's just not gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be riddled with inconsistencies and weirdness, and like they're gonna be like, how can this word mean this, and that? And I'm gonna be like, damn it, I just made English 2.0.
Look, English is like that, so why doesn't my language be like that? We got inconsistencies.
Mm-hmm. So, upon my Google search, I found out that the other creature is in fact also a cryptid.
Oh, jeez.
But it's a hilarious one. So, the Tsuchinoko, aside from undulating in order to propel itself forward, has been known to bite its own tail and roll.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, so it's been compared to a cryptid from the United States and Canada known as the hoop snake. Which, if you do a Google search, there is a cartoon of the hoop snake, which is the first thing that shows up. It is the most hilarious thing I have ever seen. It's just like this snake, like, biting it and rolling like a wheel, chasing this little boy. And I'm like, this is funny.
I know it shouldn't be, but it's hilarious.
I know. I'm like, even if that happened to me, I'd be laughing as I ran. I was like, I don't understand what's happening, but it's so funny.
I don't understand, but it bit its own tail. Hello.
Everyone's like, are you...
Sorry. Hello, Creepy Clown Girl. Hello, Rakvi. And hello, Derringer.
Hello, everyone. Oh, Derringer, you showed up for the episode on Tsuchinoko. Welcome. So, yeah, it does the worm in order to propel itself forward, which, if you picture a chonky snake, like a beer can snake, doing that motion, in my head, the more and more I read about it, the more I'm thinking, I was like, this thing isn't scary, it's adorable.
The more I learn, the more I just want to pick it up and go, it's okay. We'll take care of you.
I know.
No
I'm like,
spitting.
I must protect the snake.
Hello, fearsome.
Hello, fearsome. Welcome to the Such episode.
We're laughing and talking about how cute this snake is.
I know. It is adorable. And if you've seen, what's it called, Fearsome's interview with Fresman, she apparently is a huge fan of snakes of all sizes. Derringer says, there's a reason this effer got banned, Bard. And he's referring to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Danger Tsuchinoko it's an extremely good card. Yeah.
He's just too cute. No one wants to fight him. The nope.
Yeah, he's adorable. Nobody wants to fight him. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Tsuchinoko? No, I will not hit it. It is adorable." Quite the opposite. I will protect him. That's what he's doing. He's mesmerizing you with the eyes. Because as we've learned, he's got a mesmerizing stare. So I don't know. Just either way I picture it, if he's undulating to move forward, or if he's biting his own tail and rolling like a hoop. Both ways. I mean, I'm just like, I can't. It's said that it can launch itself, and this is the scary part, because not only can it projectile spit highly corrosive venom, but it can also launch itself into the air by compressing itself like a spring and just springing forward. The distances has been said to range anywhere between 2 to 3 meters. And some people actually state that it can do a second jump while it's in the air.
A second jump. It can double
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah, he can double jump. He can double jump IRL.
That's scary.
I know. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how far away you think you are, you're not safe. He can reach you by double jumping and projectile venoming.
And if we haven't learned anything, double jump. It's standard.
Yeah, it's standard on Such. He comes equipped with it. So, here's a couple of things about him that make him a little... I don't know if it makes him less adorable or more adorable. I was on the fence about these facts.
Mm-hmm.
But unlike most snakes, it doesn't hiss.
It doesn't hiss.
No. It squeaks and mimics sounds.
So it doesn't hiss because it squeaks and makes sounds. So
Yeah, it mimics sounds. So, like, it has been known to, or it has been reported to mimic human speech.
that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Let's see. Derringer says that he sent me a terrifying picture of Tsuchinoko on Discord. Yeah. I have this picture of Tsuchinoko, actually. Hold on, I'm going to send it to 42, so that way she has it too. Hold on. I have it. Let me send it to you real quick. Gotta navigate through all my stuff. Here we go. Send.
I don't know, he doesn't look that scary. He just looks like he's a little peeved at you.
He's so derpy. It's I just love it. So, a couple of things about it. He's been known to. Apparently, he can swim. One report that I found, or that I heard about, was somebody was out on the beach in Japan, and they looked out where they were swimming, and they saw it swimming towards them. They said it looked like a snake, only fat. and it had mesmerizing eyes that made them feel like it wasn't a snake, but something entirely other.
I just love the fact that, There.
And I just keep having, I don't know, man. Because I'm like, if I saw it going towards me, I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I don't know whether to cuddle it or run in terror. I'm leaning towards cuddle because it sounds adorable.
I have the picture on the screen now.
There he is.
He just looks like he's gonna be like, pet me. Pet me.
I know, right?
Why aren't you petting me?
He doesn't look that scary. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have a thing for chonky animals. So.
And it's so chonky. It looks so
like
cute. It looks so pathetic. Snake rolls to seduce.
Snake rolls to seduce. Yeah. He's got like that's another missed opportunity, as Chronopast I was saying earlier, that it's a Pokemon. Why doesn't why doesn't Dunsparce learn baby doll eyes? I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Well, I didn't realize that everyone would love it as much as they do. It's so cute.
Yeah, I know, right? And here's the weird thing is, I found that despite the fact that Dunsparce isn't really like a really strong Pokemon, it's actually kind of meh. Like, its stats are kind of whatever. Like, its move pool is like, okay, so this thing should be a physical attacker of some variety, but it doesn't have the stats for it for some reason. But apparently, people love it to death. Like, there's whole communities everywhere about people that are like, Dunsparce is best boy. And I don't understand. And what's it called? PA says, this thing looks like a hot dog bun. It does. It does, because I couldn't decide what color Rust was. If it was orange or if it was red. So I just made it somewhere in the middle of the two. And I kind of like, if you'll notice on the left and on the right side of the drawing that I did, I kind of figured that the best way to make it look thick while still making it look snakish was if it had sort of like a pseudo hood, kind of like a cobra would have, only make it plumper. And as a result, it ended up looking like some kind of like really weird colored baguette. Or like a hot dog on a bun. It looks as if you were to boop the snoot, it would make like a bleh or a mlep sound.
Boop, yeah.
But yeah, like, what's it called? According to like all recorded data on it, it doesn't hiss or make snake noises. It squeaks. So I'm almost like it would be like a squeaky toy. Like, you would like boop the snoot and it'd be like wee.
It seriously sounds like something you would have around as a pet.
It really does. And here's a couple of things to kind of like solidify the fact that, or to solidify the conjecture that it is actually a real animal. For one thing, it was first noted in the Kojiki, which it's my understanding that it was some kind of agricultural almanac. So let me just do a quick search here. Japanese Chronicle of... Oh, no. It wasn't an almanac. It was a chronicle of myths, legends, songs, genealogies, and semi-historical accounts. So, all right. So I was completely mistaken on that. Give me just a second.
Well, he did say that it does spit acid, and it's corrosive acid. I mean, it could hurt you.
Yeah.
It's still cute.
It's true. So I can't find the exact number, and I should have written it down. I knew for a fact that this was going to be something that I needed to know. But despite the fact that Japan has an extremely high population for being an island nation, a majority of the island is actually unpopulated. It's forest and mountain and just completely left all natural. The Even though they have a high population, it is highly concentrated in the city areas, and everything else is just rural. So, I think that maybe this is something that has a high. The Tsuchinoko is a thing that could potentially be a real animal, and it's just not really encountered that frequently because it lives in places that are highly left alone. So there's that, and also, let me see here. There is a prefecture in Japan that has for years been offering a $1 million reward for catching a live Tsuchinoko. They actually make a huge event out of it where once a year, I think, people will gather in huge groups, and they'll venture into the wilderness searching for a Tsuchinoko out in the wild.
And no one's caught one yet, eh?
No one's caught one yet, no. But it is a standing offer for a reward. So I mean, if you feel like you might have a better chance at finding the Tsuchinoko than anyone else, by all means. Let's see. Who was it? Arakvi says, "Boop Tsuchinoko snoot. Tsuchinoko, so you have chosen death."
CCPA.
What's that?
PA said he's gotta go back. He's gotta go for a little bit.
We'll see you a bit. We'll see you in a bit. Derringer says, Tsuchinoko squeaks angrily. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but it's despite the fact that it could potentially be deadly, what with the venom and the spitting of the acid and having mesmerizing eyes that paralyze you. It's supposedly very popular. It has a really high approval rating from the public at large. The Tsuchinoko has made appearances in, as we've mentioned before, Pokemon as the Pokemon Dunsparce.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. You can catch one to keep as a pet in the game Monster Hunter.
Really?
And yes. It appears in the game Metal Gear Solid. And it's also appeared in other anime such as Yokai Watch, among others.
It was in Yokai Watch, eh? I never watched that show, but then again, it was definitely not for my demographic when it came out.
Yeah, seriously, it's like Pokemon for grade schoolers, which you can argue that Pokemon was for grade schoolers too. But you know what? Me as an adult, I disagree.
It was originally made for us when we were in grade school.
And now I am an adult, so now Pokemon is for adults. I don't want to hear it.
I'm sorry to tell you that it's still for grade schoolers. It's just
No.
also for adults too.
I don't believe you.
Don't make me go get the facts.
The facts is this snake is adorable, and I want one.
Well, you have to go to Japan and go catch one. And then go find me a Pikachu.
If I find one, I'm definitely turning it into this prefecture. I'm like, hey, I want that $1 million.
Is it 1,000,000 yen or 1,000,000 USD?
No, it was like, what's it called? What was it, like 200,000 yen, something like that?
Okay.
So, or maybe I have it backwards, but it translated into about $1 million.
Okay.
Like a million USD.
Then, yeah.
So,
Yeah, because it would be more than 1,000,000 yen. Because
right.
yen is pennies, basically. 1 yen is a penny, give or take. You should know this. You're going to Japan.
Yeah, I am going to Japan, and I am going to catch one. I need it. If I catch one, I'm gonna catch two because firstly, I want the reward. Secondly, I want to keep one. Just be sure that whenever I pick it up, it's facing away from me because I don't want to get acid spit on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they just keep paying it, going, it's okay. Here, look, here's a can of beer for you. Look at that. I found you a can of beer.
And, here's the thing. The fact that it remains that it could be or might be a real thing kind of puts it in a weird place because some people kind of like look at it as not like a real animal, but more kind of like a folklore spirit, like a yokai, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's people who believe that if you run into the Tsuchinoko and you make an offering to it, well, usually beer, that it will bless you with good fortune. I don't know what it'll bless you with if you capture it and then trade it for money. Well, it would bless you with money.
Yes, it doesn't know that it's blessing you with money, but it's blessing you with money.
Right. It is blessing you with money. I don't like the Wikipedia entry on it because they have like a little diagram for it, which apparently was taken from some sort of book, some sort of almanac or something, and it looks like a dookie.
It looks like a dookie?
Yes. Like, if you go to Wikipedia and you search the Tsuchinoko, the image that comes up is not a very flattering one. Hold on. Send you the link here. Paste.
Oh, is it the... Oh. Yeah, it looks like poop.
It looks like poop.
But it's an oil paint. It's done with ink.
Like with ink, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it looks like that. Yeah, it looks like poop.
Let's see. Yeah, Monster Hunter World. The Tsuchinoko is one of the many creatures that the player can catch and place in their house. It is rare and elusive, much like its mythological counterpart. So yeah, you can catch them as a pet.
I'm looking at other pictures of this thing, and boy, it's like flat. It almost looks like it needs legs. Like, seriously, it looks like it was supposed to get legs.
Yeah, and some people kind of like make the presumption that whenever somebody says that they've seen a Tsuchinoko, they're not seeing a Tsuchinoko, they're seeing a fat snake, a fat lizard with like stubby legs, so that it looks
legs.
Yeah, so that it looks like it's just a round snake.
Okay,
I think it is
it's
adorable.
It's still adorable, but yeah, looking at these things, it's like, I think it looks like a lizard. That
Yeah.
it just doesn't have its legs. It's weird. Alright, I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. I will remain, and in the meantime, I will take a moment to just describe the things that I would do with a Tsuchinoko as a pet. I would clearly take a lot of pictures for an Instagram that I would start for it. Just like, I don't know, just name him Such, the Tsuchinoko, and I would take pictures of him daily and upload them. So that way he would get a huge following on Instagram, kind of like what people do with their dogs. Look up the Metal Gear Solid 3 one. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 3. Tsuchinoko. Yeah. It looks a lot like its Wikipedia entry. Captured alive, not eaten, taste unknown. What is the weird tongue hole in the mouth of the snake? I don't know. Tongue hole? You get to special summon it, yes. In Yu-Gi-Oh, he's part of the Danger archetype, which is notorious for creating free bodies, free advantage. I could make it an OnlyFans. Yeah, I like it's pay access for the gallery of pictures of Such. charge people to see it. Yeah. Make a whole thing of it. I don't know. I feel like I would also like. It's true. OnlyFans doesn't have to. I mean, I guess it doesn't, but you know, that it's fun that way. Anyway, so I would just like, I don't know, make a variety of hats for it, and I would place the hats on its head, and I would take pictures. Also, I don't know, like, is there leashes for snakes? I don't know. But yeah. What is next month Yugi Man's cards? I think that 42 has decided that next month we're going to be doing Skinwalkers.
Now you're only allowed to say that one time.
Okay. Which I don't know if those have been converted into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they've been in a lot of what's it called, popular media, such as the TV show Supernatural. I believe they've been in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They are in my favorite series of novels, the Dresden Files. Dogman is one that I want to do in the future for sure.
Yes, that's the one you want to do though. So.
Yeah, the Michigan Dogman is going to be fun. But yeah, that's what we got. You missed the whole thing where I mentioned all of the things that I would do if I captured a Tsuchinoko, which was, you know, start an Instagram for it, put little hats on it, and take pictures. Let's see. Flesh Cruisers, says Arakvi. I've never heard of those. I'm gonna Google those right now. It's not gonna take me somewhere that I shouldn't be, right?
Don't worry, Google's watching everything you search. Everyone, make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know how... Oh, they're a Metal Gear Solid thing. Or at least that's what came up. It said, yeah, it said Flesh Cruisers Metal Gear Solid 3. So I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be looking for. Or do they go by a different name? Let's see... There are leshies, bearded dragons, and geckos. Oh, there are leashes for bearded I thought she was talking about mythical creatures, which leshy is one. I asked if there was leashes for snakes so that I could put a leash on my Tsuchinoko when I catch one. And yeah, apparently there's leashes for bearded dragons and geckos. I don't know how you would put a leash on a snake. I don't imagine that would stay. Let's see. Off the top of his head, Derringer can't think of a Skinwalker or a Wendigo in Yu-Gi-Oh! Which, yeah. Mythical creatures are great. I love them.
Yes, but they're both steeped in native tradition, so, and mythology.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's actually, what's it called? I kind of wonder if, what do you call it, the hoop snake from North America isn't just like some kind of distant relative to the Tsuchinoko.
Maybe. I just know as a kid, I'd be like, what is it? What's going on? Why do I have a snake hoop coming at me?
Yeah. According to the Wikipedia article, it is a legendary creature of the United States, Canada, and Australia. Although the description of the hoop snake is one in which people are most familiar, stories of the creature predate those fictional tales considerably. Several sightings of the hoop snake have been alleged along the Minnesota-Wisconsin border in the St. Croix River, recently Hudson, Wisconsin, Wake County in North Carolina, Kamloops, British Columbia.
Kamloops?
Kamloops, is that not what it's called?
No, it's Kamloops.
Oh, it's Kamloops, okay.
Sorry, I'm from BC, so I know some places.
Okay.
It's pronounced Kamloops.
It would make sense that the loopy snake would be from Kamloops. According to folklore, the distinguishing feature of a hoop snake is that it can clasp its tail in its jaws and roll after prey like a wheel. Which is similar to the Ouroboros in Greek mythology and the Tsuchinoko in Japan.
Seems like
in one version. What's it?
It's a lot like the Tsuchinoko, then the Tsuchinoko's a lot like this one, and it's like, eh.
Yeah. I wonder if the hoop snake squeaks.
No one's got close enough to find out.
Nobody's gotten close.
I'm sorry, a wheel's coming at you. What are you gonna do? Run the other way!
Oh, that sounds so wacky and out there. Like, snake wheel! Snake wheel!
Yes, there are hoop snakes near you, Fearsome. And you didn't even know it. We think it's a distant cousin of this creature. We don't know if it has acid.
Yeah, we don't know if it spits acid. We don't know if it's venomous. All we know is that if you're out for a walk and you hear a squeaking, rolling sound coming towards you, you might be near a hoop snake.
You might be near hoops. You might be you might be hooped. Sorry.
T-Stash says, for the Paranoid 242, this is the second time I've said words.
Yes, it was. That's why we're referring to them as walkers. Apparently, he was saying that we can call them flesh cruisers instead. But
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it now. It's like synonyms. I was
Yes.
about to start calling them skinny boys.
Eh.
Purported sightings are still occasionally reported, though the existence of the hoop snake has never been accepted by the scientific community because there are sticks in the mud. Oh, look! There's a reward for a hoop snake, too!
Oh, now we've got a reward for cute boy. We have a reward for snake and hoop snake.
Dang, man. It's about time we go out snake hunting.
Kamloops is like 7 hours away from me, so I ain't going that way.
Well, shoot, what do you call it? The other places are pretty close to me, I think, because, what is it, Minnesota, Wisconsin? Yeah, that's not too far. I'll probably get there in like about a day and a half's drive. Oh, no, wait, no, that's not true. I live in Texas. It'll take me at least 6 days to get out of there. So... But, still, though, I mean, that is... Okay, granted, the reward for the hoop snake is nowhere near as good as the reward for the Tsuchinoko, because the Tsuchinoko, that's $1 million reward because he's adorable and worth every penny. But apparently the reward for the hoop snake is only $10,000.
Oh, that's not very much. You said
Yeah,
it's
it's not very much.
Minnesota and where else? Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, right.
Oh.
Bordering the St. Croix River.
They're not that close to you, dude. We would have the same amount of time getting there.
Really?
Yeah.
About 7 hours?
No, I was talking about Kamloops.
Oh.
Kamloops is only 7 hours from me. That's a BC. That's nowhere. Minnesota and Wisconsin's under Ontario. That's two provinces I have to drive through, and then a third province I'm in Ontario, which would take me 3 days to drive through.
Interesting. Apparently, according to Kat, the wording taboo does not apply to the skinny boys unless you use their native name.
Oh, which...
What is their native name? Is it Nagloshi?
What was that?
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm just going off of what I know from the Dresden files.
Navajo. That's how it says here. But
Navajo?
no, that's the name of the people.
Yeah, that's the name of the people. That's what I was wondering. I was like, what are you talking about?
No. I probably have the proper way to pronounce it here, but I'm not going to say it just because I really don't want one anywhere near me. Those things are freaking creepy.
Derringer says, it's only a 4-hour drive to Minnesota from Texas. That depends on where in Texas you're at.
Yes.
There's places in Texas that are closer to each other than they are to, like, say, Canada. It's weird.
In Texas, it takes you 3 days to get out of it.
Yeah, like, for example, the closest state to me is Louisiana, and I still have to drive, like, almost 2 days to get to Louisiana. It's weird.
I thought you lived in... Don't you live in Austin?
No.
Houston?
No.
Dallas?
Uh-uh.
San Antonio?
No.
I don't know. I'm just looking at major cities. No.
Okay, this is...
Sorry.
You're gonna think I'm making this up because the name sounds really weird, but you can Google it. I live in Cut and Shoot, Texas.
You live in Cut and Shoot, Texas. Wow, that sounds like something from Texas.
Doesn't it?
That really sounds like something in Texas.
Right. Only Texas can get away with naming one of their cities Cut and Shoot.
Only Texas. I mean, Baton Rouge in Louisiana. Where else did I go? Forget. Louisiana has some weird names. Kelvington. New Orleans, of course. Yeah, I've been to a few places in Louisiana. Apparently, I've only been the shoe part, though. I never went to Alexandria. Why is there an Alexandria, Louisiana? Alexander did not get here.
El Paso. Says cat. Yes. El Paso does have an interesting name. It's funny because the name in Spanish means the step. Derringer says, I was expecting for him to say something like Wakapuka, Texas. But Cut and Shoot seems normal for Texas.
Yep. I have now found Cut and Shoot. Yeah, I was nowhere near where you were. And now I'm looking at where you are. It shouldn't take you that long to get Louisiana. I'm thinking I was close with Houston. That looks like a 7-hour drive.
Yeah, it's about a 7-hour drive.
To Louisiana.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, you're also having to drive on Texas highways, which I don't know if you've heard, but the traffic here is terrible.
I hadn't heard. I've never been to Texas. I've been to Louisiana, though.
It's the absolute worst. Oh my god. Geez, like, I could be driving for 3 hours and have traveled maybe a mile. It's bad.
I've been to Florida. It's pretty bad there, too.
Bard is everywhere and nowhere. Any place that has a campfire, he is likely to spawn at it. Yeah, it's true. Which is why I always recommend that people start their campfires after 8 o'clock. If they start it before 8 o'clock, they're cutting into my bath time, so my whole bathtub just, just manifests by the campfire, and that's awkward for everyone.
Everyone involved.
WTF are the borders of your city, Midnight Bard. The borders are Cut and Shoot.
No, the borders of your city are pretty weird looking, man.
They are. They're extremely all over the place. It's weird.
Like, all the way up here and then down, and it's like, oh, and this little road here that's ours too.
It looks like they've been cut and shot. I kind of think that it just it started off as a settlement of people who were just like really antisocial. So anytime anyone got near, they were either cut or shot. And eventually it just kind of became kind of like a thing where it'd be like, hey, don't go that way. That's where they cut and shoot in Texas.
I need to come to you now because you have East Texas elephant experience.
Yeah.
I have to go see that. You don't understand. I love me some elephants.
You can ride them.
Okay, I now know where my vacation spot's gonna be. We're not going to Louisiana anymore, Bill. We're going to go to Texas.
And also the biggest Renaissance festival in Texas. You can also ride elephants among other animals too. It's weird. I never thought that you'd be able to ride an elephant at a Renaissance festival, but then again, during the Renaissance, you had like all the rich bourgeoisie importing animals from all over the place just because they could,
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have guessed that you lived there. I would have never thought that was an actual place, but that's an actual place.
Cut and shoot.
Yep, it's actually on the map, legit. It's
like
weird.
Nobody ever believes me when I say it. They think I'm being like weird, and I'm like, no, I'm not making this up. It's a thing.
Go look it up. Google it. And like me, okay, that sounds legit.
MCT is with us. She
MCT!
says, do not cut into the bath time. Yes, do not. I get weird during bath. There's like bath bombs and candles and like the smooth musical stylings of Enya. You know, it's me time. What can I say?
Dude, are you still in my baths?
Yeah.
J'accuse!
There's a right way and a wrong way to do baths.
Yeah, the wrong way is not to have a bubble bath out of a bar that you put under the tap, and it makes the bubbles for you. But the bubbles don't last very long.
Yes, we have Cindy's Cake and Muffins, says Derringer. Absolutely. Kat says, almost any of the bigger zoos allow elephant riding.
Not one near me. The one in Edmonton does not let you touch the elephant anyway. She's, actually, half the time you can't see her. She's so old now. It was disappointing. I wanted to see the elephant. Alright,
Gamer Bard bathwater.
I'm right back.
Okay. So, yeah. Gamer Bard bathwater. Comes in 4 different flavors. I don't even know, like... I keep trying to think of, like, different flavored beverages, like Gatorade and Kool-Aid, but what's funny is that I never call them by their flavor. I always call them by their color, you know? So for me, it's like, you got red Gatorade or red Kool-Aid, and you got purple Gatorade or purple Kool-Aid. And I know they have flavors, but I've never referred to them by their flavor. So, what flavor of Gatorade do you want? Purple? T says, Utah has amongst the worst traffic and drivers. I've never been to Utah, man. But I used to have like a little bit of a corporate job here in Texas. And I remember that we had some out-of-town executives visiting, and all of them were completely aghast by the way that our traffic operates. They even said, "Oh my gosh, you could not pay me to live here, man. That the traffic is terrible," which I agree with, because there's kind of like this unspoken thing where it's like, you know, that whenever you're trying to change lanes, you'll turn on your blinker, right? Well, everyone here kind of sees you turning on your blinker as something of a challenge, you know, because it's like, oh, you're trying to get in my lane, are you? So they start speeding up so that it's not possible. So it starts this shuffle where you have to speed up to try to get in front of them to get over into their lane, and they're speeding up to not allow that. There's been several times when all I wanted was to reach my exit, and I've almost been knocked out of the highway by people in huge trucks, you know, being like, I ain't letting you into my territory over here. Yeah.
I'm from Canada. I yell at people who do that.
There's people. No, you yell at people who do that.
Yes.
I thought you said there's yellow people who do that. I was like, whoa.
No. I yell at people who do that.
Wait a minute. I totally misheard that. I was like, wait a minute.
Take the O and the W off. Yeah, I've had a few times where people have done that.
Almost run you off the road because you were trying to get into their lane?
Well, speed up so you can't get into their lane.
Yeah, that's the most frustrating thing, because it's like, this isn't a competition, man. We're not racing. Chances are we're not even going to the same place. I guarantee you will get there before me.
Hell, you can get there before me. I don't care. I just want to get there.
Yeah, really. It's, you know, like, hey, what is this? Like, just some kind of, like, weird, like, pride showdown? I don't get it. Oh, man.
In Texas, they make them bigger, including the assholes.
That's also true, because anyone with a lifted truck here in Texas has installed that horn on it, which I hate, because it's a horn that sounds like a train whistle. And nothing will scare the life out of you than trying to switch lanes to all of a sudden feel like there's a train headed your way. Oh my goodness, I hate that so much. And I don't know, man. Like, I have my opinions on people with trucks. And not that owning a truck is a bad thing, but people who own it as a status symbol just really bother me.
Yeah, well, they don't even need the goddamn trucks.
Yeah, you know, like I own it because it's a status symbol, and then I lifted it, and now it sounds like a train, and it's got those really obnoxious bright lights that are right at eye level with you. Oh my gosh, I hate that so much. And they're like, I'm the king of the road.
It's like, yeah. But the funny part is, total my car. Do it. I'll get a new car. It's cheaper and better.
I mean, if you survive, though, because, I mean, again, like colliding with one of those things, it would be like colliding with a moose, you know? Like, chances are it's going to walk away.
Just make sure it hits the back end of me. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never have anyone else in the car with me. Sorry, guys. You might be hearing a plate right now. I finally got food. It only took 2 hours to make it.
It sounds to me like Derringer and Kat are discussing on selling gamer barred bathwater in different flavors.
Well, you gotta make sure you don't use any soap then.
Purple flavor, blue flavor, green flavor, and extra strength.
Wait, you bathed in it twice?
I don't know what extra strength implies. T-Stash says, avoid Utah if you can. The only good thing is that everyone can agree... okay, the only good thing that everyone can agree on is the gorgeous mountains. Alright, good to know.
Also in Canada. I have the gorgeous mountains.
Cat apparently will pull ahead and swipe them and take them with him. Some woman tried turning and immediately merging with my lane even though there was no reason to. She ran me off the road in front of a cop. I hope they got her. Your Tsuchinoko could help with the road rage. A little venom would do wonders for their tires.
Fair.
Yeah. Please share food, 42.
I ate it all. It's gone.
And PA is back. Wow, that was fast. You just got it.
There wasn't very much. I took a small
PA
piece.
is back.
It's vegetarian and lasagna, so most people won't want it.
Fun fact, Tsuchinokos are vegetarian.
Oh, are they?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, we just know they like alcohol. Dropping in for a bit, hope y'all doing well.
Welcome, Gamma. Dropping by for a bit, hope y'all have been well. I have indeed.
Look, Derringer, there's more on the stove. Go ahead and grab it. Just make sure you fight my roommate for it. My roommate was literally making food, which he still is. He's just making some chicken to go with it. But he's just like, he looks at me and I'm like, I didn't realize he has headphones on. I'm like, made food. And he's like, and I pull out the thing. He's like, oh, you made food. I'm like, yeah, I already said that. He's like, what is it? I'm like, vegetarian lasagna. He's like, I'll make it with the chicken. It'll be perfect. I'm like, perfect. 2 hours.
What is it?
It's 2 hours to make lasagna.
And vegetarian lasagna on top of that, which I would not have expected would have taken that long.
Because it was from Frozen.
Oh, that makes sense now. Okay, because you know, I was gonna say I was vegan for like 2 months once, and it was the least amount of cooking I ever did because all I would do is eat the vegetables raw.
Yeah, it's pretty easy that way. Welcome back,
I
PA.
hated it so much. I hated it so much. I was so sad at eating cold vegetables all the time.
You don't have to eat cold vegetables all the time.
I did not know that until somebody pointed out to me, why don't you saute them? And I said, what the hell is that?
What?
I know.
Mark!
And then, like, I was eating this, and I was like, wow, this is so much better. This would have made me feel good, like, about 2 weeks ago.
Bard, you can cook your vegetables. Just make sure
and you know what?
it's not in butter.
In retrospect, that sounds like something so logical that I should have known, but...
At the time... Bard was 5.
Derringer says, if anyone tries to stand between me and the food I want, they are asking for death.
Fair point.
Death by Tsuchinoko.
Yes.
With acid spitting after projectiling yourself towards
with
them.
acid spitting action.
With acid spitting action.
God, I remember toys with this. Blah blah action.
Every toy had something action.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember I wanted Power Rangers so bad. I wanted all 5 of them so I could make the Megazord, because you can't make the Megazord without getting all 5. Now that I'm older, I'm like, goddamn bastards.
It's a fantastic marketing trick. You know, like, yeah, they can all do the thing, but you have to own each one of them.
And then they will transform into the bean. And they can be good.
Tsuchinoko with Kung Fu Grip, says Derringer. In stores now, says Kat.
The low price of Find It.
With your parents' permission, log on to www.tsuchinokowithkungfuaction.com.
.ga, because it's from Japan.
Oh, JP? Yeah.
JP? Is it JP?
It's JP, yeah.
Okay, look, Canada's a CA.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Canada's is .ca.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Well.
We have a lot of A's.
PA says, is it just me or is anyone getting lag? I've been lagging a lot, and part of me thinks that it's because I'm being lazy. The other part of me thinks that it's because I'm tired. But, you know.
That's not what they mean.
Why do you need your parents' permission to log on to Club Penguin?
Don't ask questions. Hello, Sleeping Windigo. Plus 5 points for remembering to ask your parents' part.
Oh man, I remember. I remember one time I was just being, just being dumb. So it said like, with your parents' permission, log on to, and I forget what it was. It was like a Pokemon thing, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time I'm a college student, so I called up my mom and I was like, hey, can I have your permission to log on to Pokemon? She was like, I don't care what you do.
Bard! Do it! You're a full-grown adult! Shove off!
She's like, I don't care what you do. And I was like, okay.
You're gonna go find a girl. I'm gonna take her to a thing. And then I'm gonna marry her later.
What is some Club Penguin then? How about what?
Have you made those shirts?
Oh, about the exorcism? Not yet. I'm working on it.
What is on Club Penguin that needs your parents' supervision? Adults.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. Yes, you're right. Adults are on Club Penguin.
Yep. Predators
That should have been
on. Predators were there because that's where kids were.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, okay. You know, every now I like to believe the best in people, so every now and then I'm surprised to remember that sometimes people can be kind of messed up.
Some people are messed up, yes. Derringer,
Yeah.
we sent you to college and this is what you're doing? We sent you to college and now you're on YouTube?
We sent you to college and you're over there researching snack Pokemon?
That you keep things adorable? What is wrong with you, Bard? You dishonor our family.
Well, I mean...
Hey, I dishonored my family a long time ago. Don't worry about it.
Right. I mean, it's just... what do you call it? It's kind of weird going to college as a bard because you got the College of Creation, you got the College of Eloquence, you got the College of Lore, You got the College of what's the other one? Damn it, I can't remember it. College of Valor, College of Whispers. So there's a lot of different routes that you want to go as a bard. So they're expecting, like a court bard that does the songs and the music, and I'm over here in the College of Lore section, just just talking about snacks.
Like, no, you were supposed to go to that one, not the one about the lore. No one gives a shit about the lore. College of Death.
Is College of Death a thing? Did I miss that?
Life? I don't know.
I should have gone to the College of Glamour. Let's see. College of... Oh, there's a College of Swords for bards. I didn't know that.
College of Love, College of Valor, College of Glamour, Whisper, Curation, Eloquation, Spirits, Swords, and that's it. D&D. I love D&D.
D&D is great. But
I've played one bard.
In College of Lore, you get the cutting words ability, which basically, if I remember correctly, lets you smack talk your enemy to death.
Yeah, cutting words. Ideal race, player's choice. Damage and healing.
Sleeping Wendigo says, "What is with the Club Penguin talk? Didn't it stop working? Sorry, I don't know anything about Club Penguin."
Yeah, Club Penguin's been shut down.
Yeah, I remember there was a lot of like sad memes on it for a while. It was like, it's gone.
Yeah.
EA says Bard went to the College of Nerds.
Yeah.
I think that's a subclass.
The College of Lore. Duh.
Yeah, that's what the College of Lore is. It's the nerdy bard sitting in a corner, discussing I don't know, Digimon trivia. I don't know.
Kind of looks like, I don't know if this is true, but it really looks like Dandelion from the Witcher games. Like, seriously looks like Dandelion from the Witcher games for the College of Glamour.
I believe it.
Look at that.
I believe it.
You have to go down to that one. But yeah, no, I love bards. They're pretty cool. They're not easy to play though. They're one of the harder races. They're one of the harder classes to play.
Yeah, they really are, because you're like flirting in a line between like support and other things.
Well,
so
best way
as a
my husband always summed it up as jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, it's exactly where I was going with it. Like you kind of have to be skilled in a little bit of everything, because you kind of want to be like almost like the Swiss Army knife character. Like whatever you need, the bard's got it.
I only played one, and it kept singing about how the person was puking in the corner. But she was a halfling. It went with their character. It made
Pearson says, "I want to smack talk people to death."
Cutting words.
It would be a lot of fun.
It would.
I mean, it's possible, I'm sure, but Oh my gosh. So yeah, bard colleges are a thing.
Yes. I'm playing a rogue, so... And I'm playing the stereotypical rogue.
I don't have the patience to be a rogue, man. I don't like sneaking around.
Oh no, mine's not sneaky. Mine's a dungeoneer.
Oh, okay.
That's what I based her off of. I wanted to play a dungeoneer, so I went with the rogue class, and I picked... she does get backstab and all that jazz, but I picked... Thief. For her, which is a stereotypical, but it was... There was a reason why I picked it. But yeah, there's a few different ones that you can pick, but I think I remember picking Thief as my subtype. And it just, yeah, she's a dungeoneer first and foremost, so she doesn't sneak all that well. She does sneak though, and I haven't used it that much. Mostly when I went upstairs because of a party, because I was looking for stuff, and then I found someone sleeping. I played a bard. It didn't go well.
Yeah. Whenever you play a bard, you're always like 2 steps away from doing something that will turn the tides of everything.
Or die.
Yeah.
Hide
blew up
behind
the
the mound of dead bards.
Speaking of all this, if you were to homebrew a Tsuchinoko, how would you go about it doing?
Oh god, no clue. I don't homebrew. My husband does, but I don't. But I don't DM.
Looks like Kat has experience. How would you homebrew a Tsuchinoko, Kat?
I would take a cat base, throw on extra cuteness, take away its legs. That's really it. My worries shall fade now.
That's good. Let plump snake boy make your worries fade away. There's talk of legal end-of-life care in the chat. I don't know what I missed, but 1,000 D10 health. Good lord.
Oh my god.
Gets 28 D8 for its attack. Holy cow.
Bard, now that you've mentioned Digimon, your drawing of Tsuchinoko looks like a baby Digimon. Really does, actually.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, like, whenever I first started drawing back in grade school, like, what I would draw is 2 things. 3 things, actually. Sonic the Hedgehog. I would draw Pokemon, and I would draw Digimon. So, like, my art style is heavily influenced by all of those.
BA just wrote down, waiting for Bard to read my comment. There you go.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
We had said it before he actually typed that, but we're a little behind. They always hear quite a bit after us. About 10 to 15 seconds. Don't worry, T. I will make sure to have money set aside for emergency trip to your deathbed. I may need to take some time. Sorry, everything moved on me.
Cat has provided the homebrew for the Tsuchinoko. Modify a tiny viper, lower its land speed, but give it a rolling action. Have it deal extra acid damage on its bite attack and spray attack that has a cone shape and deals acid damage. There you go.
You got up the
That is Tsuchinoko in D&D.
And up its charisma by like 2 points.
Yeah, you gotta up its charisma too, because it's got the mesmerizing eyes.
It is so cute. Oh, makes me want to have one so bad.
I know.
Maybe one day we'll make merch with all the stuff.
Oh, that would be cool. Like get your Mothman tee.
Maybe one day. Not today.
Get your Tsuchinoko keychain. You squeeze it and it squeaks. There would be a charm effect that either paralyzes or mesmerizes, and would have extra HP, though it would have a whole lot and have lower dexterity. Yeah.
When Bard was a young bard, he...
They came into the city to see the marching bards.
He said, Bard, when you grow up, you'll be the bard of the broken and the beaten and the damned. Well, you know what, Dad? Stop putting this much pressure on me.
Like, dude, we came out here to watch a parade. What happened? Is everyone all right?
YouTube has a character limit. Yeah, for live talks it does, for whatever reason. I guess so you can't, like, just take the whole screen up.
That's true.
Apparently, PA is 45 seconds behind. That's significant.
If you hover your mouse over the video...
Make sure it actually says live.
Yeah, make sure it says live. If it doesn't say live, click the area where it says live. or it should have like a little red dot next to it. If it doesn't have the red dot, click live and it'll catch you up.
Yes.
I learned that from attending everyone's live streams. I didn't know that was a thing. There was times where I was responding to questions and I was like so far behind. I was like, what is happening?
Even I
It happens all the
live.
time.
But-
Yeah.
Like I went and hovered, I'm like, huh, my live's not live, and I'm the one holding the goddamn stream. This is bad. I fixed that. Good.
Give that thing sing instead of sleep. Affect the last. It has an hour effect. Yes, you can do that.
Stop making
Stop making me the savior of things while we are eating pizza.
I just want to eat my pepperoni pizza.
That song always struck me as weird because, you know, like, my father took me to see a marching band. And I was like, oh, so there's a parade. That's awesome. And then he starts hitting him with all these life questions. And I'm like, dude, there's a time and a place for this. This is a happy place. What are you doing to me?
Shh. He's going to be the leader of the dark parade. You're fine. The black parade. The black parade.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just reload the page. Poor
Yeah,
cat.
you can do that too. You can do
Yes.
that too. I always wondered why I was always like, and you know, for me, it's a lot of the times, you know, whenever people are live, I'll be at work.
Mm-hmm.
So if my boss calls, I'll hit pause. But then when you restart, it doesn't start you from where they are. It starts you off like from where you paused.
Yes.
I was always like, why am I so far behind? And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh. So one day by accident, I discovered that if you click on live so that the red dot comes back up, it puts you right where they are. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Boss, stop calling me. I'm busy doing things that are work.
I know.
You're inconveniencing my life.
I'm like, the nerve of you to call me while I'm doing things that I enjoy.
How, like, if they called you now, I'd be like, haha, no.
It's like, hey, Bard, we're really busy today and short-handed. I was like, that's crazy. Good luck with that.
Cat, I'm a witch, not a tech wizard. But I am a tech wizard. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I found that I'm actually really good with technology. You leave me with it for an hour, I'll figure it out.
I can figure some stuff out, but some of it's just like, definitely not a tech wizard.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's just trial and error.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that that whether you're a witch or a wizard, or a tech witch or wizard, you know, you're gonna blow up a couple of potions before you get the ingredients just right.
Exactly. And remember, everyone,
You know-
hit that like button. Sorry, gotta say it
Yeah.
every once in a while.
You're gonna transfigure someone into a frog without the capacity of transfiguring them back. I mean, it's a risk-reward thing. But the more people you transfigure into frogs, the easier it is to bring them back. So,
Apparently, T-Stash is having to be an Uber for a family, so I guess he's driving on 5 hours of sleep. Woo!
ooh boy,
He also
that's
said,
rough.
dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. 42 is a tech goddess. No, I'm not. Dude, I just fake it till I figure it out.
Gosh, that like the moment he said that, I was like, that sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Tech
Like
wiz-
I don't know,
tech goddess.
like 42, the tech goddess.
You can make it one if you wanted. You just pull it
I'm
out. Whatcha?
I'm actually like working on a series of fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards based on YouTubers. It's
Oh.
just I'm a really slow artist, so it's taking a long time.
Because you're not getting paid to do it, so you're just doing it when you're having fun and doing things.
Yeah, I'm just doing it whenever I get a chance. Yes. So far, yeah, I'm working on it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
T-Stash, I slapped my hands on a keyboard. For some reason, everyone's accounts in middle school were destroyed. I was called a hacker. I was just pissed.
That's kind of like it's like that meme, you know, like I slammed my hands on the keyboard and everyone's account was deleted. Hacker man. What's my Yugi Man card, Bard? Please tell me.
Please. Am I a train?
Do you want to be a train? Trains are a fun archetype. I just never really like sat down and like built a deck around them. But I'm like, hey, they're fun. I mean, machines are just fun. Earth Machine is ridiculously good. I never expected that to happen.
I thought it was a secret, Bard. You know Bard can't keep secrets, even when they're his own.
It's true.
He wanted to tell me about the art he did for my birthday, and boy, how did it take him forever just to not tell me.
It took so much effort. I am so bad at keeping secrets that I'm excited about. If it's a secret I don't care about, I'll keep that to the grave. I mean, so if you're going to share secrets with me, make sure that I am not interested. It's like, dude, you will never know what's up. Wait a minute. Do you care about the following subject? Oh man, I couldn't care less. You will not believe what happened with that.
Take care, T. Stay safe.
See you, T. Have fun.
2 effects for me.
I'd be a pendulum monster. Pendulums are fun. I play Metal Foes and I have fun with them. They're great. Everyone's all like, pendulums ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! No, they didn't. They're fun.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Ruined Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay.
It's just, they kept adding rules to the point where now it's like, hey, you gotta be at least an IQ of 130 to, like, play this game successfully.
You need a PhD, which is why Derringer can play it.
Which is why Derringer can judge.
Yeah, it's the only reason. Noted, don't tell Bard Jack.
Hold on, I am very interested in Jack. So yes, don't tell me Jack, because I will tell everyone about Jack.
Apparently you have a DM or an MD, one or the other.
Oh, does he mean like, oh, direct message. Got it.
Yeah.
I was like, I have a DM?
Not a D&D DM. Just a personal message, private message. Look.
I thought he meant master's degree, and I'm like, well, I have one. Why should I check it? Is something wrong with it? What's happening to it?
I didn't know you had a master's degree. Is it on
in psychology?
Oh,
it's on psychology.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I need to sit down with you and talk to you about all my problems.
No. There's a reason I don't work in my profession. It's because I found once I had graduated, wow, I don't have the patience to listen to people's problems. Like, I'd be the kind of psychologist where people come in and it's like, all right, doctor, so I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety. I'd be like, oh my god, this again?
Didn't we deal with this last week?
I know. I'd be so bad at it. I'd be like, dude, we talked about this. Move on. God.
Bard, no. Actually. Well, legit, I do have questions for you.
Okay, fine.
But I'll ask you in private about those.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, man. No, that's something that I figured out, like, way late into my degree. I was like, oh, God, I'm close to finishing, and I realized that I am not meant for this line of work.
You could take the psychology in a different route, though. You could take it to researching and stuff.
I mean, I guess that's an option, but meh.
See what you can do with it. I mean, dude.
Also, I'm not good at keeping secrets, so I mean, like,
I know you're sworn into secrecy. This is true.
Doctor, this and this and that. I was like, girl, you would not believe who's been having affairs behind their wives' back. Like, put on the tea, homegirl. Oh my gosh, I got things to tell you.
Bard, yes. We know that you broke your patient confidentiality. How you know? You told me last week about blah blah blah. I'm like, listen.
Yeah, bro, but I was just talking, we was just talking.
Look. To be fair, I never signed that piece of paper.
Derringer sent me another thing. Yeah, like, Judge Man. Yes. Derringer is Judge Man.
He judges things.
Yes. But what's it called? Yeah, no, I'd be terrible as a psychologist. It's definitely not a line of work you want me in. Like, I've different ways that doesn't revolve you trying to talk people through their problems. It's true. And I've considered it, you know? But so far, like, the most miles that I've gotten out of it is in statistics. Because it's like, yeah, you know, you have to kind of, like, know different data sets and so on and so forth, and you have to be able to, like, you know, like, find correlations between this and that, have, like, find the standard deviations in certain cases and stuff like that. So I'm getting miles out of that, and I keep thinking to myself, wow, I should have gotten a degree in mathematics instead, because I'm apparently really good at that. Let's see. I am having a great time, but I need you to watch a YouTube video. But your work here is fine. Read mine, Bard. Read mine. I will not give up. What's he talking about?
I don't know. Look, I'm having a great time, but I need to watch a YouTube video.
Is he talking about his Yu-Gi-Oh card? PA, the Realm Dweller?
I don't know.
Now that everybody's aware of my YouTuber, what's it called, Yu-Gi-Oh card project, they're all gonna send me their name. And I'm fine with it. You can send me your name, but allow me to create your effect.
You wanna know how Bard makes me feel better? He tells me a cheesy joke. He tells you so much cheesy.
That is true. I tell cheesy jokes, but here's the thing. Everybody expects the cheesy jokes from me now, so I have to go on these long setups before I can drop the joke. Like, I'll be laying groundwork, like, the whole day to drop a cheesy joke, because everybody, like, the moment I start talking, they'll be like, all right, where's the joke? And I'm like, that's no fun. I gotta hit you when you're not expecting it, you know? So basically what I've had is, like, for example, like the example that I always give is, the first president of Zimbabwe was President Banana. And that's not a joke. That's a real thing. His name is Canaan Banana. You can Google him. He's a real guy.
Name Banana.
Yeah. So at the moment I said that, everyone in the office was like, okay, where's the joke? And I'm like, there's no joke. He's a real guy. And they're like, I don't believe you. So I'm like, Google it. So they all Googled it, and they're like, holy crap, he's a real guy. I'm like, yeah, Canaan Banana was the first president of Zimbabwe. I don't know why you guys always think that I'm making jokes. And then, like, later I was like, did you know that President Banana made it illegal to make fun of his name in Zimbabwe? And they were like, nah. And I'm like, Google it. And yeah, you know, it was illegal to make fun of President Banana's name, for the press to make fun of President Banana's name. They couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm. Which I guess is fair.
Yeah, it's fair. You know, like, hey, if you got a funny name and you're in power, make it illegal to make fun of the name.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, if my name was Bard Twinkle Toes Wears a Tutu, I'd be like, yeah, you're not allowed to make fun of that. So, you know, like, President Banana made it illegal to make fun of his name, and I'm like, yeah, that's a real thing. And everyone's like, holy crap. Okay, so no, he's not telling jokes. And I was like, but that was only a law within Zimbabwe, because that's as far as his power went. However, the foreign press had a field day making fun of his name.
Of course.
And they're like, really? And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, like, if something like this happened and you weren't bound by that law to not make fun of his name, you'd make fun of his name. And true enough, the foreign press did have a lot of fun with President Banana. So after I've made all that setup, at the end of the day before I leave, I was like, oh, you know what's funny? I found an article. Apparently, if any of the foreign reporters that made fun of his name ever set foot into Zimbabwe, they were locked up without appeal.
The whole time, all this was just the lead up to that one joke.
You should see. I mean, that was like 4 hours worth of building up a joke. And then, like, the moment I hit it, everyone was like, "Ah, there it is."
One of these days, you need to not do the joke, and just walk away.
Just leave him, but like with the expectation is like, what's happening? What's he doing?
Where's the
What's he
joke?
doing?
Where's the joke? This
Like,
guy
there
always...
is no joke.
The joke is there is no joke.
Yeah,
Without
but
appeal. Oh my god.
that's kind of the problem with, like, being known as a jokester, is that everyone's expecting the joke, and that kind of kills the fun a little bit. So instead, I just gotta, like, do the groundwork, like build it, and when they least expect it, just pull out the bottom block.
Bam!
Just boom. It's like, Kat says, I was guessing there was going to be a joke where you said that there was a banana split. Well, President Banana, from my understanding, split from his presidency in 2003.
You couldn't take the jokes anymore.
I'm sorry, I just let that one slip.
And this is why Bard has to have a guest host, otherwise he'd do nothing but bad jokes all day.
It's true.
All day. The whole day. Your wife is just like, yeah, I know.
I got a tree down with a block of cheddar once. It was extra sharp, says Derringer.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I can't
Oh,
say
that's
anything.
good.
I've got some bad jokes too from growing up. They're all about elephants. I'm not kidding.
You got... Oh my gosh, PA. So you could call the first lady his banana pudding?
You're not wrong.
That's beautiful.
And this is why it was outlawed to make fun of his name.
Sleeping Wendigo. They're not bad jokes. They're just not... There's just not a bad time. There's a bad time for them. Oh, lordy.
I just can't believe they actually had a president called Banana.
Oh, man. That's all. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
You're good? You're not dying anymore?
No.
So
That's also the...
any more information about the creature that we were actually supposed to be talking about?
No, I'm good. I've told my snack fact.
Your snicky facts. Does anyone have questions about the creature? I will die on that hill.
Does anyone have any questions about the Tsuchinoko?
The snake. Because 42 can't say the name.
What creature were we talking about?
The one on the screen.
Yeah, we're talking about Best Snack Boy. We
Best-
just got horribly side railed here.
We always get horribly side railed. That's how this
Yeah,
do.
it's true. Tsuchinoko, says Derringer. Oh man, that is a brand name if I've ever heard about it.
Tsuchinoko.
Yeah, you make like the snake just to like make it a little more brown so that it's chocolate colored. And just take like my design and put it on like Nestle Nesquik, only now it's Tsuchinoko.
Quickly, trademark that before someone steals it.
I can't picture like it. Jeez, all I can think about it like now. Every drawing of the Tsuchinoko with beer, you just replace it with like a cup of hot cocoa. We are going to talk about the Ogopogo this week. 5 minutes later, and that's how it went. to Bard. That's how I went to Bard College. Yeah, that's kind of what I did here. Yeah, in all fairness, there's not a lot of data on Tsuchinoko. I mean, there's like a few little gems here and there. I mean, he seems to be like a media darling. It seems to like everybody just likes him because he's pleasant.
Well, yeah, because you said you might be doing 2 creatures because you were so little information you're finding on him.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna, and technically I did because I also did the hoop snake, but that was completely on accident.
You did the research as you were talking about it.
I will make so much fun of the man's name. I would still be making jokes as they kill me. PA regarding President Banana.
Too late, Partis Picoria, LLC.
I mean, he is cute, but he's no Mothman.
No, I know Ogopogo.
Yeah. Trademarking something can be expensive. I know this to be true.
Yeah.
I've tried to start a business several times, and even when you're just doing like an LLC, that is thousands of dollars that you're putting into that, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to trademark my name. I don't want no one stealing it. It's mine. I worked hard for this. I've had it for most of my life. Banana!
It's my understanding that in what do you call it, in America at least, that if you put something down on paper, if you put your name to something, you're covered by some sort of limited trademark, provided that you're I think it's like you could always make a case that something is your intellectual property. There's actually been several court cases, one on it, where somebody wrote something and then somebody ran with that idea and published a book or made a movie or tried to make a TV show, and somebody came in and said, hey, that's my intellectual property, I can prove it, here's where I wrote it down in records of when I did. And those people have actually won. So the thing is, it's not reliable. You don't want to rely on this is my word versus theirs, that this is my intellectual property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we should call it here since
Before we go,
Yes.
Ceres Death says, banana!
I actually read that, but I didn't say her name with it. I just like banana emoji.
Banana emoji. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for stopping by to talk about Such, the Bard colleges, people with big trucks, why Bard should not be a psychologist,
Ever.
and President Banana,
And bad jokes all around, which that's just
and
normal.
vegetarian lasagna.
Yes, it's really good vegetarian lasagna. You have to be in
Also-
Canada to get it.
Also, you can cook vegetables, which is news to me.
Not anymore, but it was back then.
It was back then, yes.
All right, thank you
So-
everyone for joining us.
Thank you everybody for coming by, for stopping by. Have a good day.
Next week will be Skinwalkers, so we'll
Yep.
see you then.
Next
or
month,
next
you mean.
month. Sorry, next month.
Yes.
Date
Next month.
always to be determined.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah. Oh, you're going back?
We'll go back. Sorry, guys. I forgot something very important. Once you join the Nevermore, once you join the collective, you can leave Nevermore.